Hi everyone, I'm Wafa Langav and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. If you are new and not subscribed the channel, so please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get some more videos about grammar. Today we have got the die transitive verb cook from active voice into passive voice, and how we are going to change this. Before starting this, we will put a glance on the definition of die transitive verb. Die means to, transitive which can be changed into passive voice, verb which shows an action. So those verbs which need two objects, keep in your mind they need two objects and can be changed in passive voice in how many ways? 4 ways. And when we can change them in passive voice in 4 ways are called die or detransitive verbs. Die transitive verbs need one direct object and one indirect. Direct object means all non-livings and indirect object means all livings. Whatever the non-livings we have are known as the direct, and whatever the livings we have are known as the indirect object. They need two objects. If you put one of the objects, the meaning won't be clear and understandable. If I even sometimes it will be wrong. I say, suppose you cook him. Now see, a question arises that how can you cook him? He's not a chicken that you'll cook him, or he's not a sort of food you will cook him. Or if you cook him, so for him what do you cook? Clear. So the sense is not clear and understandable. And if I say you cook rice or you cook food, clear. Now over there you will cook food, but for whom? So for that you need to bring your both objects together in order to complete the meaning. Suppose I say you cook him. Now food, this is the first way, and the second way you cook food for him. Clear. So these are the two ways. Mostly we bring indirect object beginning and direct at the end, but if you want to shuffle the places, so your indirect object him will be followed by a preposition. So these are the two ways to change them into active voice. Now we have got main target, how we are going to change them into passive voice, that we will be discussing. Today we have got the die transitive verb cook with modal auxiliary verb shall. Before this, in previous lecture we have already discussed about will. It is used for future possibility, and shall is also used for future possibility. Future FP means future possibility. Both are used for future possibility of 50%. But one thing that is used in an informal way and that is used in a formal way. This is used in a friendly atmosphere and that is used in a respectful way, polite way. Nowadays usage of shall is removed, but as a modal auxiliary verb you can use it even with you. So sentences will be as followed in active voice. You shall cook him rice, you shall cook rice for him. These are the simple sentences which make simple statement. Main target, how we are going to change it into passive voice. For changing it into passive voice, first we will discuss a little bit the rules. When you bring the subject doer of an action in the place of object, you make it by you. So keep in your mind, here by you is not called object, it is called agent. And what is agent? It tells us who does an action in a sentence. And when you bring object, and whether indirect or direct object, in the place of subject him, you make e and rice as it is. So here it is no doubt called subject, but it is not called doer of an action subject, but it is called title and topic subject. What is title and topic subject? A person, place or a thing in a sentence which we are talking about. In first and second sentence we are talking about a person, in third and fourth sentence we are talking about a thing. So this is what your title subject which we are talking about. And when you bring indirect object in the place of title subject, by you comes at the beginning, rice at the end, rice at the beginning, by you at the end. And when you bring the direct object in the place of title subject in third and fourth sentence, by you comes at the beginning, for him at the end, for him at the beginning, by you at the end. Sentences will be as followed. He shall be cooked by you rice, he shall be cooked rice by you, rice shall be cooked by you for him, and rice shall be cooked for him by you. Next we have got negative sentences. Those sentences in which we deny the statement, reject the statement and refuse the statement are called negative sentences. You shall not cook him rice, you shall not cook rice for him. He shall not be cooked by you rice, he shall not be cooked rice by you. Rice shall not be cooked by you for him, rice shall not be cooked for him by you. So these are the 4 ways to change them into passive voice. Next we have got interrogative sentences. Those sentences in which we ask questions, put queries, are called interrogative sentences. Shall you cook him rice? Shall you cook rice for him? Shall he be cooked by you rice? Shall he be cooked rice by you? Shall rice be cooked by you for him, and shall rice be cooked for him by you? After that we have got formal sentences. Their complete name is negative interrogative formal sentences. Those sentences in which we ask questions, deny the statement, we ask them in a formal and polite way, are called formal sentences. Shall you not cook him rice? Shall you not cook rice for him? Shall he not be cooked by you rice? Shall he not be cooked rice by you? Shall rice not be cooked by you for him? Shall rice not be cooked for him by you? Last we have got informal sentences. Those sentences in which we ask questions, deny the statement, we ask them in an informal way, in a friendly atmosphere. We use it with youngers and juniors. Shall not short form is shan't. And shan't you cook him rice? Shan't you cook rice for him? Shan't he be cooked by you rice? Shan't he be cooked rice by you? Shan't rice be cooked by you for him? Shan't rice be cooked for him by you? So these are the sentences of die, transitive verb cook with modal auxiliary verb shall. Hope you got today's lecture. Wish you best of luck. See you next time with next lecture. Goodbye.